Your starting lineup? Is this gonna be your starting
No
lineup?
way. Put that, take that, no way. It's not gonna happen. But, you know, it's a process, so I'm gonna take my time with it. But I don't think that's the starting lineup though. And, we did some good things. We turned them over 29 times, and that's what I wanna do, constantly turn people over. We didn't shoot as well as I think we can. We talked about Nigel and Trey. Trevon shot that well against, we had a scrimmage game against Akron. I think he hit 33 points. I mean, he shot the lights out from three. So, he's been shooting it well, so we can expect that to happen throughout the year.
You know, Gary, you've seen a lot of players through the years, and for some guys, there's that moment when the light goes on. You know, last year you talked a lot about how it was there for Trey, but maybe the light hasn't gone on yet. Is it?
Oh, it still hasn't completely gone.
I was gonna say.
No, it's still, he's still got a long way to come, but you know what, he's got a great attitude. And when you got a great attitude, good things are gonna happen for you. He's learning, and he's able, the biggest thing, he's able to take constructive criticism, and I think he's gonna really turn out to be a jewel, special, because he plays the defense the way I want him to do it, and we know he can shoot the basketball. See, when Trey came to us, he had been out of school a year, so he had to reacclimate himself to basketball, and not playing for a whole year. It's not easy to do that, and so it took him that long all last year just to find himself. So I was really impressed with him. Nigel is a hard guy to handle inside. I'm just telling you, I don't care who it is. You'd have seen him against Akron. They had a real hard time to handle him. Yeah, he had about 25. They couldn't handle him, man. This boy is a different player inside. He's got a lot of other things to learn though. And we just got to take step by step with it. There were some good things. I'm not as down on them about this because I told you a while back. What did I say? Don't worry about this team in November and December. They'll be 10 times better in January and February because they got to learn and they got to adjust. I didn't think Aaron played as well as he's capable of, but when you're playing those little guys and they're jumping around you, it's hard to handle them little guys like that. But I think this was a good test for us because I think they pressured us and did some things, and it let me see where we got to get better at with the ball handling aspect. So I thought that was good. I thought we rebounded the basketball, and that's what we should do. Because I think we can be a very good rebounding team this year. And I think we're going to have a good inside-outside combination.
What did you see from the three big guys that you liked or didn't like? I'm talking about Jared, Aaron, and...
Well, Aaron didn't play very well today. And
he was just rushing a little bit?
Yeah, and I think that the speed of the process and, the little guys... Aaron's a much better player than what you've seen today, and he's been doing much better than that. Jared, I thought Jared is an energy guy. I thought Jared did some things for us. I didn't know how many points Jared hit. Nine, and he had 8 boards. He did the same thing. He had about 10 in the Akron scrimmage and 8 boards again. This is what he does. And so, those kind of things make me feel good about him. And the one I also thought did a very good job was Tim Kamchek, his time out there. He's going to play minutes because he works hard. And he's going at it pretty hard.
So, as you said, it's ridiculous early, and you said this will be a process, but you've got part of the process is opening the season Friday, and it's pretty darn good.
Oh, man, pretty good team.
So, and you've talked about their center and how Aaron was low.
Well, in his scrimmage game, we got the stats. He had 29 and 15 rebounds, so we want to deal with that, man.
So what has to happen between now and Friday?
We're going to spend a lot of time.
To feel better.
We're going to spend a lot of time working on post defense. That's the key. And we're really, I'm telling you, we've been very, very basic. I haven't did a whole lot with this group. Offensively, I haven't did a whole lot, and defensively, we're just dealing with the basic things. You've seen a lot of passes that they had inside. That's the drop down that our guards have got to learn to make, and they're struggling with that right now. And we got to do a better job there. And our posts got to do a better job in forcing the big guy off the position. These are things we got to work on getting better.
I'll plead guilty that I did a lot of writing during tonight's game. No disrespect to you or the game, but when I was watching, you say you didn't show much of the pressure today of, what you're gonna use during the season. Are you still putting that in, or did you use a lot of it tonight and I just flat missed you?
No, we still, well, we do other kind of presses too. We just played a man-to-man. I didn't want him to get loose. But, we really are much more active in our press, and I gotta see that happening. And we will. I came away from this feeling a little bit better than what I thought. See, if you take the, I think it's about the 8-minute mark left in the game, it was a 26-point game, and could have been more if I would have let the guys stay in there and do that. But, they showed me that they can bounce back and do some things, and that was positive. That was very positive.
Coach, what did you do differently to start the second half than you did the first half? Because you said you got it up to a 26-point game. They started out fast, got on a big run to start the game, and then the second half you guys came out and just.
Well, I think that first half, especially the first 10 minutes, I think they were a little nervous. This is a young group, and they're trying to show things and do things, and because you think about it, I don't think we scored for maybe 5 minutes on the clock. And I think they were just nervous. And then once they got all that out of it, say, let's just play basketball, then I think they moved ahead. And I think that's going to happen. That's why I said this team is going to be a team to really reckon with in January and February, because they don't know all the things. They're just playing on one cylinder. And we still got about 5 more cylinders to go, 5 or 6. So, now let's say it's a 6-cylinder car. So we got 5 more to go. And I'm excited about that. There's some more cylinders. So just imagine if this is all we're doing our best right now. It'd be pretty shaky, wouldn't it? So the positive thing is there's something to feel good about for the future. Now, I am concerned about one thing, though. The post I'm not concerned about. I think that's going to get better and better. Shooting, I think we're a very good shooting team. I think we're twice as good a shooting team as we were a year ago. Where I'm concerned at, and then I don't know, I got to feel it out, is handling that basketball from the point position. That's a concern of mine right now. A year ago, we just gave it to Cedric, and Cedric did control the whole show. There's no more Cedric, so they got to understand that. They have to take on that responsibility. And I'm not going to do it by committee. I'm going to have a couple of guys do it, and I got to find out who the couple of guys are. And we got to do it. See, we had 25 turnovers. If you knew me better, 12 is too many for me. So when I look at this, it was just churning at my stomach and everything. But I said, okay, I'll take it cool because it's first game and young kids. But we got to get much, much better at this.
Anything else?
What time are we going?
1 o'clock on Wednesday.